Hi students, welcome to the video on financial accounting and management. That means financial and management accounting for bankers. Those who are preparing for junior associates of Indian Institute of Banker IIB or JAIIB. So it consists of MCQ, multiple questions on bills of exchange at your fingertips. That means we have already taken 3 videos on bills of exchange in which we have thoroughly discussed all the theory and practical aspects. In this video, we will just give a close look on all the possible objective questions based on bills of exchange. So, first, the person on whom a bill is drawn is called dash. So I already told you there are 3 parties in case of bills of exchange. That is drawer, drawee and pay. So drawer is the person who draws the bill. These are the parties of bills of exchange. Parties of bills of exchange. Drawer is the person who draws the bill. And drawee is the person on whom bill is drawn. So a correct answer is drawee. On whom bill is drawn. Pay the person who will get the payment. That is, he may be endorsee or payee. Who get the benefits of bill? Get the benefits on whose favor bill is endorsed. On whose favor bill is endorsed. This is first question. Second, before acceptance of the bill is called a dash. So before acceptance, the drawer prepares a bill and that bill is known as draft. So before acceptance, the bill is prepared in the forms of a draft, that is draft. So it is given order, request, draft, instrument. So correct answer is draft. Then when due date of the bill drawn falls on a public holiday, the payment must be made on the dash. So there are 2 possibilities. One is holiday. Regarding holiday, it may be public holiday. Public holiday. Another is emergency declared holiday. This is public holiday. Another is emergency declared holiday. See, in case of holidays, the due date, that means we will first take the date of drawing of bill, then write the period. Suppose it is a month, we add it. If it is day wise, we have to add period of bill. Then we will get nominal due date of bill. Nominal due date of bill. Then write 3 days as days of grace. Days of grace. About grace day we can tell. That is 3 days. Then we will get the legal due date. The question is legal due date. The question is, if the legal due date falls on a public holiday, then the legal due date will be the preceding day. The preceding day. If suddenly or emergency declared by the government or holiday, then the succeeding day. For example, suppose 15th August, 26th January, these are all public days. So, when legal due date falls on 15th August, it will be taken as 14th. If on 26th January, then it is considered as 25th. But suddenly suppose 16th is the legal due date, 16th August is the legal due date. Urgently, the government or due to emergency, it is declared as holiday. Then the next succeeding day, that is 17th, will be the legal due date of the bill. Third, when the due date of the bill drawn falls on public holiday, payment must be made on the preceding day. We already discussed. Then it is given the due date of a bill drawn for 2 months on 23rd November. 23rd November is the date of drawing the bill. 23rd November 2019. Then period of bill is 2 months. We add it. So it is 23rd January 2020. Then 3 days will be added. That will be 26th January. So it is public holiday. So 25th January preceding day is the legal due date. So 25th January 2020 is the legal due date. Then noting charges are borne by drafts. Noting charges, already I discussed in the theory. You can also refer the previous 3 videos to have a clear understanding on this. So when the drawee either refuses to make the payment of bill or unable to make the payment of bill, then the bill is considered as dishonored. So in case of dishonored bill, the drawer has no other alternative. The drawer will approach the notary public, a government registered body. Then the notary public will send the bill to the drawee to receive the payment, and if the drawee fails to make the payment of bill, the reason and date of sending bill, the reason of refuse of bill is noted on the face of the bill itself. Then he will prepare a protesting. So for doing this, he will charge the noting charges. So answer is noting charges. That noting charges will definitely be borne by drawee. So noting charges means drawee have to be here because it is due to drawee only. Noting charges to be borne by drawee, always by drawee, because he is the failure, for him only the bill is dishonored. There are dash parties of the bill of exchange. All of you know there are 3 parties. When a bill is drawn for 2 months after date on 3rd January 2020, its due date will be. So 3rd January 2020. Date of drawing bill 3rd January 2020. So it is date of drawing bill 3rd January 2020. This is day, month, year. Then it is for 3rd January 2020. 3rd January 2020. Period is 2 months. So the nominal due date is 3rd March 2020. Days of grace is 3 days. So it is 6th March 2020. Correct answer is 6th March 2020. So notary public is dash. Government officer, drawer, payee, endorsee. So notary public is government officer. That you have to remember. Notary public is government officer. Then when acceptor or drawee does not pay the amount of bill to the holder on due date, it is known as, it is given returning, discounting, honoring, dishonoring. That is dishonoring, dishonor of bill or bounce of bill. The person who accepts the bill treat the bill as dash. The person, the drawer who draws the bill on drawing, and then drawee accept the bill. This is drawee, the acceptor of bill. Acceptor. He then, for him it is bills payable. So bills payable is liability, and drawer will get the amount of bill on the due date. So it is bills receivable. It is assets. So it is given the person who accepts the bill treat the bill as dash. Bills payable. Treat the bill as bills payable. So it is given, give one word or phrase or term which can substitute each of the following statement. 3 extra days which are allowed over and above the terms of bill is known as grace days or days of grace. Fees charges for notary public for getting the fact of dishonour noted is known as noting charges. A person is entitled to receive the amount of bill of exchange is known as payee. That is the holder of bill, he will receive the payment of bill. A person in whose favor the bill is endorsed is known as endorsee. So drawer always endorse the bill to payee. So drawer is endorser, and payee is endorsee of the bill. Endorsee on whose favor bill is endorsed. Then officer appointed by the government for noting of dishonour bill is known as notary public. So cancellation means on maturity in return of a new bill for extended period of credit. Already we discussed what is renewal of bill. Before the due date, if the drawee realizes that he is not in a position to make the payment of the bill, he will approach or request the drawer to allow him an extended period. For that period, he is prepared to charge interest to drawer. If drawer agreed, then it is treated as renewal of bill. Renewal of bill means old bill will be cancelled, a new bill will be drawn, and for the extended period, there are so many alternatives. He may make the part payment of bill. For rest amount, he will pay interest. Drawer will pay interest. Either along with the part payment, drawer will pay the interest, or along with the bill, the interest will be added. This is all about renewal of bill. So bill of exchange drawn and accepted without any valuable consideration. I already told you the bill may be, there are 4 types of bill. One is trade bill, second is accountancy bill, third is inland bill, fourth is foreign bill. So trade bill. Trade bill means the bills which is drawn in the same country and payment is also made in the same country is known as inland bill. So inland bill means a bill drawn, accepted and made payable within the territory of one and same country. So a bill is drawn in one country, but when a bill is drawn in one country and payable in another country, it is known as foreign bill. Then this is in trade bill means bill arising out of trade relation. One is seller, another is buyer. There is some consideration, something written. When the seller will sell the goods, in return he is getting money, and the buyer is getting goods. So this is valuable consideration. But when the bill is drawn in order to accommodate each other friend, or in order to help each other, one friend wants to help his another friend, or two friends will share the benefit, then a bill is drawn by one friend, accepted by another friend. The first friend will discount the bill at the bank, will utilize the money, or may say both of them may share the proceeds of the bill, and on the due date the payment will be made. The first friend will make the payment and second friend will pay the amount of the bill. This is known as accommodation bill, otherwise known as kite flying. It is just like kite flying without any trade relationship, that is without any consideration. Person who is in possession of bill of exchange is always known as holder. So conversion of bill of exchange in its present value is known as discounting of bill. Amount which is not recoverable from drawing on account of insolvency. I already told you in the previous video, in case of insolvency, the court will appoint an official receiver who will take all the estates and liabilities of the insolvent or bankrupt person, that is dry. Then he will realize the assets and he will classify the liability according to their security. Some may be fully secured, some may be partly secured, some may be unsecured. Accordingly, he will distribute. So, suppose the asset is 50% of the liability, then he will get 50%. So, another 50% the drawer is considered as bad debt in his book. So, in his book it is bad debt, it is a loss. But in the books of drawing, it is deficiency. In the books of drawing, it is deficiency. So, amount which is not recoverable from drawing on account of insolvency is bad debt for drawer. For drawing, it is deficiency. Then state true or false with reason. Inland bill is one which is drawn in one country, payable in another country. No. In case of inland bill, it is drawn, accepted, made payable within the territory of one and same country. This is foreign bill. Foreign bill which is drawn in one country and payable in another country. Retirement of bill means payment of bill before due date. It is true. So what is retirement bill also I told in the previous video. In case of retirement bill, suppose before the due date, suppose dry has taken 3 months period, after 1 month dry felt that he is having sufficient money to repay his bill amount. So he approaches the dryer. Then if the dryer agrees, then dryer receives, the dryer allows some rebate to the dry for the unexpired period of the bill. That is known as rebate of bill. That is retirement of bill under rebate. That means payable of the bill before due date. It is true. Dry can transfer the ownership of bill. False. He cannot transfer the ownership of bill because he is the acceptor. Only dryer, seller can transfer the ownership of the bill. Or pay also can transfer. So acceptance of bill without making any changes in the terms of bill is called qualified acceptance. It is false. There are two types of acceptance. One is general acceptance. General acceptance means the acceptance of bill as an acceptance. The acceptance bill as per the draft of the bill. That is what is written 100% the drawee will accept. That is known as general acceptance. When the drawee requires some changes as regard to the term, amount, place of bill. In the drawee wants to change the terms, amount and place of bill. Place of bill. It is called qualified acceptance. It is called qualified acceptance of bill. Qualified acceptance of bill. Then discounting a device to convert the bill into present value, it is true. A bill of exchange must be presented to the acceptor on the due date, it is also true. If a bill is discounted by the holder, no entry is passed in his book when bill is honored on due date. Definitely. There are four possibilities for the on the part of the drawer. You may keep the bill till the date of maturity. On maturity date, he receive the proceeds from dry, then entry will be made. The second case, he discounts the bill with the bank and the bank will present the bill to the dry. Dry will make the payment, no entry in the books of dryer. Third, he gives the bill to bank for collection. Bank collects the amount from the dry and credit the account. In this case, entry is made. In case of endorsement to the payee, that is endorsee, if the endorsee receives on due date the amount of the bill from dry, no entry in the books of dryer, so no entry. It is, if a bill is a discount holder, no entry is passed in the book, then bill is honored on due date, true. Noting charges are to be borne by dryer, it is false because it is to be borne by dry. If a bill is drawn payable on demand, no grace day are allowed, true. Bill payable on demand, on the date of demand, the payment will be made. Payable on demand. That is known as demand bill. No days of grace allowed. No days of grace allowed. If it is after date bill, then the period will be considered from the date of drawing of the bill. First we will get the nominal due date, we will add 3 days as days of grace, we will get legal due date. If it is after side bill, the due date will be considered from the date of acceptance of the bill by the dry. From acceptance date only, period of bill will be added, then we will get the nominal legal due date of the bill, then 3 days will be added as days of grace, we will get the legal due date of the bill. Then it is given, there are 3 parties in a promissory note. No, there are 2 parties in case of promissory note, there are 3 parties in case of bills of exchange. In case of promissory note, 2 parties are drawer or maker of promissory note and drawee or payee. So your bank note is the promissory note. If the government of India promises to refund the money in case it will be given deposited with the Reserve of India or government. Find odd one out. It is given. It is given retaining, noting, discounting, endorsing. So retaining of bill, discounting of bill, and endorsing bill. There are 4 possibilities on the part of drawer. But another is noting. Noting is separate. When bill is dishonored, noting will be done by the notary public. That is the odd man out. Trade bill, accommodation bill, after a date bill, demand bill. In trade bill, accommodation bill and after a date bill, days of grace will be allowed, but demand date bill, days of grace is not allowed. It is payable as and when demanded by the drawer. Then third one is given, notary public, drawer, drawee, payee. So drawer, drawee, payee are 3 parties of bills of exchange, but notary public not. So who is notary public? A notary public is a legal practitioner or other public servant appointed by the central or state government under section 3 of the Notary Public Act 1952. That is Notary Act 1952. Is entrusted with the power of attestation of foreign documents and of noting and protesting of dishonour of bill of exchange and promissory note also. Then fourth, discounting charges, rebate, bank charges, noting charges. So discounting charges, rebate, bank charges, it is all at the time of honor of the bill, but noting charges at the time of dishonour bill. So noting charges is the odd man out. Stamp, acceptance, draft, amount. So draft is separate because stamp will be there, acceptance will be there, and amount will be there. All are in a draft. So draft is separate. Complete the sentence. Making payment of bill before the due date of maturity is dash. So it is return bill under rebate. Person whose liability are more than his asset is not in a position to pay up his liability is known as insolvent person or bankrupt. Amount that cannot be paid by the acceptor on account of insolvency. When the drawee or the acceptor became insolvent and part payment of the amount is made to the drawer, the portion of the amount which is not paid is treated as deficiency in the books of drawee, whereas it is treated as a bad debt in the books of drawer. So, a bill of exchange payable after certain period is known as dash, after date bill. A bill which is drawn and accepted with the valuable consideration. I already told you, if bill is drawn on valuable consideration, drawn and accepted valuable consideration, it is known as trade bill. A person who draws the bill of exchange known as drawer. A bill whose due date is calculated from the date of acceptance of the bill is known as after side bill. Then recording the fact of dishonour bill is known as dash, noting. When drawee accepts the bill payable at a particular place, it is only at a particular place only. That means he has changed the content of the bill. So it is known as qualified acceptance. So when drawee accepts the bill payable at a particular place only, it is known as qualified acceptance. As to place. Qualified acceptance as to place of the bill. Fees charged by bank for collection of bill on behalf of the trader. The fees charged by bank is known as bank charges, because at the time of discount of bill at the bank charges for the unexpired period of bill, which is known as bank charges. Then answer in one sentence. What do you mean by bill of exchange? So bill of exchange is a written order signed by the drawer directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money on demand or on a certain future date to a certain person or as to his order. It is known as bill of exchange. What are the days of grace? Days of grace are 3 days will add it with the nominal due date to get the legal due date. What do you mean by discounting a bill of exchange? When the bill is discounted at the bank by the drawer, that is known as the bank will charge some bank charges for the unexpired period of the bill, that is known as discounting a bill of exchange. What is noting of bill? I already told you. Noting of bill exchange is the recording of the fact of dishonour by a notary public. What are the relationship between drawer and drawee? All of you know, drawer is the seller and drawee is the buyer. So drawer is for drawer is the creditor, drawer is the debtor. Because who is the payee of the bill? Payee of bill is the person to whom the bill is made payable, on whose favor the bill is drawn by drawer. That means when the drawee accepts the bill, and for him it is bills payable, and for drawer it is bills receivable. Suppose the drawer has to pay some amount to his supplier, who may endorse the bill in favor of the supplier, known as payee. What do you mean by rebate? I already told you, before the due date, if the drawee makes the payment of the bill, the drawer allows some discount on the for the unexpired period of bill known as rebate of bill under rebate of bill. Then what is legal due date? Already told you, after finalize getting the nominal due date, 3 days will be added, we will get the legal due date. What is bill payable on demand? So the bill payable as and when demanded by the drawer is known as bill payable on demand. Then, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? First, a bill of exchange is a conditional order. No, it is always an unconditional order without any condition. The drawer cannot put any condition. If the drawer put any condition, then it is qualified acceptance and the drawer has to agree or not. It is based on drawer. Party which is ordered to pay the amount is known as payee. First, the party is known as drawee. The person who is payable, the bill is endorsed, is known as endorsee. Correct. That is agree. Rebate or discount given on retiring a bill is an income of the drawee. Yes, it is an income of drawee, expenses of drawer. A bill from the point of view of debtor is called bills payable. Yes, from the point of view of debtor or drawee, it is bills payable. From point of view of seller, creditor or drawer is bills receivable, that is asset. In case of bill drawn payable on demand, no days of grace allowed is correct. This is demand bill. Bill is required to be accepted drawer. Yes, it must be accepted, otherwise it is not considered a bill. A bill of exchange need not be dated. No, it must be dated. A bill before acceptance is called promissory note. No, a bill before acceptance is nothing. It is simply a draft. A renewal is request by drawee to extend the credit period of bill. Yes, it is correct. That is agreed. Then, so remember always bill payable on demand. When the amount of bill is payable by a drawee on the presentation of a bill in which the time period is not mentioned, grace period are not allowed, is known as bills payable on demand. Then we will solve some problem based on bills of exchange. That is the due date, discounted amount. We have to see. We should know the calculation. In multiple choice it will come. So, any doubt you can refer the previous 3 videos for acquiring 100% knowledge on bills of exchange, which is also an important chapter from JIB point of view. Then it is given, Ganesh draws a bill for Ganesh draws a bill for rupees 40,260 on 15th January 2020 for 50 days. He discounted the bill with the Bank of India. He discounted the bill with Bank of India at the rate of 15% per annum on the same day. Calculate the amount of discount. This is the problem. Calculate the amount of discount. See here, Ganesh draws a bill on 40,260 on 15th January 2020 for 50 days. He discounts the bill with the Bank of India at the rate of 15% on the same day. Same day he discounts the bill. So the amount is 40,260. The rate of interest charged by Bank of India is 15% and the period of bill is 50 days. So it is 50 by 365. So the amount will be, here we have to calculate, this is 2, then this is 3, 73. 73 means 4026. In exam calculator is allowed, so nothing to worry. So it is 2130. 2130 by 73. 2130 by 73 is 2. $156, then 5, 4, 3, that is 6. So it is 510. So it is suppose 8 and 5. So it is then 2 into 6. So 262 into 3 it is 6, 786. So 786 is the answer. 786. So amount of discount is rupees 786. Then another question is given. Separate traders draw a bill on Maya for 30,000. So the bill amount is 30,000. On 1st October 2019, payable after 3 months. So period is 3 months. Period is 3 months. That is 3 by 12. It is discounted. Suppose separate trader discount the bill on the same day. That is for 3 months. So it is, that is the rate of discount is 12% is given. So 3 months 12%. It is, so 900 rupees is the discounted amount. Suppose after 1 month, that is on 1st October 2019 draw the bill, on 1st November 2019 he discount the bill. So after 1 month means for 2 months. For 2 months the amount will be, that is 600. Then separate discount bill on 1st December, that is after 2 months means only discount will be charged by the bank. For 1 month it is 300. So in the, if the bill is discounted on the same day, that is for 3 months banker will charge 900. Suppose after 1 month it is discounted banker will charge 600. If after 2 months, if after 3 months banker he will discount the bill at banker will charge 300 rupees. Then this is another problem. Then third problem. So third problem is then Bina, who had accepted Sudha's bill for 28,000, declared bankrupt. So bill is 28,000. He declared bankrupt, and only 35 paise in a rupee could be recovered from his estate. What is bad debt? So 35 paise in a rupee recovered. So bad debt is when the bill amount is 1 rupee, payment is given by the on insolvency. On insolvency, his official receiver will give 35 paise. So bad debt of drawer is 65 paise. So 28,000 into 65. So the answer is 18,200. You want to have 28,000 or 65 by 100 into 18,200. Then fourth, Nitin renews his acceptance. Renew his acceptance for 72,000. So bill amount was 72,000. So bill amount was 72,000. Then Nitin renewed his acceptance by paying 22,000 in cash. So he paid 22,000 in cash. So remaining amount is, that is 50,000. For 50,000, he accepts a new bill for the balance plus interest at the rate of 18% for 4 months. So 18% for 4 months, we have to calculate how much is the interest that will be added with this bill. So that is the new bill drawn by Nitin. So amount is, it is 6%. So that is amount is 3,000. So interest is 3,000. So new bill amount is 53,000. New bill amount, that is 40,000 the portion of the amount left unpaid by drawing plus 3,000 is the interest. Then another, Nisha acceptance for 16,850 sent to bank for collection. Nisha's acceptance was, that is Nisha's acceptance was for rupees 16,850 sent to bank for collection. Sent to bank for collection. Was honored. Bank charges debited was 125. Bank charges 125. Bank charges. Then how much is credited? Amount actually received by drawer. Amount received by drawer. So deducting discount amount, banker will credit his account. Amount received by drawer. That is the bill amount minus discounted amount. That is 5, 2, 7, 16,725 rupees. So this is all about the calculation. Another is there. A bill for 16,000 was drawn by Keshav on Gopal on 12th June 2019 for 2 months. What will be the due date if all of a sudden the legal due date declared as emergency holiday? Emergency holiday. Here this is 2 months. 2 months means that is 12th August. Suppose it is 14th June. 14th June and it is 14th August, 2 months. Then 3 days is, that is 17th August, that is declared, emergency declared holiday. Already told you the next day will be the due date, emergency declared holiday. So in case of emergency declared holiday, the due date will be the next day. That is, here 17th is the due date. If emergency declared holiday is 17th August, so due date will be 18th August 2019. This is the answer. This is all about the calculation of discount and the nominal due date, legal due date, whatever that may be. Then we will discuss some specimen of bill of exchange, how it is written. I already told you, but how the specimen of bill of exchange is written. Again, we will give final touch on this chapter. So it is given, prepare a bill of exchange from the following information. Dryer is given. So what we will do, we will write bills of exchange. Bills of exchange. Here we will write the stamp. That is stamp. Here we will write the amount. Here it is given, dryer is Dinesh PR Road, Andheri West. Dryer is Mahesh LBS. Dryer is Shankar, Bhadodara, Gujarat. Dryer is Vinayak, Somarpet, Pune. Amount is 16,000 and period is 3 months. Date of drawing of bill is 6th September 2019. Date of acceptance 11 September 2019. So this is 1,600 as per the bill we have written. Here the dryer name address will be written on the corner. That is Shankar, then Bhadedara, Gujarat, the place in Gujarat. Then we will write the date of drawing bill. So date of drawing bill is given 6th September 2019. That we have written in the bill. So in the content of this written 3 months after date. 3 months after date. Pay to me. 3 months. This is the specimen. 3 months after date, pay to me, or my order, the sum of rupees. So it is 16,000 rupees. 16,000 only for the value received. Here he will write to Droy. To Droy is Vinayak. His address is Somarpet, Pune. Somarpet, Pune. Then here the Shankar will put his signature. That is Shankar. He will put his signature. That is SD. Shankar. Here it is. So we have written it is Shankar. Signature of Shankar. Dryer. SD signature of Dryer. Shankar. Then Dryer will read the contents of the bill. That is, Vinayak will read the content of the bill. If you agree, you will write within 2 parallel transverse line accepted. That is signature of Droy. That is now Vinayak. Vinayak. Then he will put the date. Here he has put the date as 11th September 2019. This is all about the specimen of bill of exchange. Accordingly, we will discuss. This is after date bill. Prepare a bill of exchange from the following information. Drawer is Dinesh. So here we change the name. That is Dinesh PR Road, Andheri West. And drawer is Mahesh. Here to Vinayak you have written. We write to Mahesh LBS Road, Mulund. Then amount is 9,000. Stamp is there. Amount is 9,500. But it is a pay. Pay is there. So here the content will change. What will change in the content? We will write 4 months after sight. Here after date is written, we will write 4 months. Suppose we write 4 months or whatever that is. Suppose we write like this. 4 months after sight, not date. It is after sight means it will be considered from date of acceptance of the bill. After sight, GST. Pay to, the name of pay will be written, Amit. Pay to Amit. Pay to, here it is written to me, drawer has written because it was demand after date bill. You write pay to, pay is Amit. Amit, and his address is Thane West. That is Thane West. Or his order. He may order to pay to some other person. So it is written Amit of Thane West or his order. Then everything okay. This is all okay. Then accordingly you have to prepare the bill. So this is all about the maximum multiple possible questions from bills of exchange for the JIB aspirants. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video and share the video to all of your friends so that everybody will be benefited.